Hi everybody! So I'm back on Coach Jamie Tips Live. I know I've been out for a little while. I've been on a little vacation, but I am back and I'm back to creating some healthy dishes and I'm really excited to share this one with you because it is so easy. So what I'm making today is roasted butternut squash soup and it's super clean and easy. What I did yesterday is I roasted up some butternut squash, really easy. So this is one piece of it. I took two of them, cut them in half lengthwise, drizzled some olive oil on them and salt and pepper, and put some whole garlic cloves right in the middle there where the seeds come out of. You take the seeds out first, obviously. And then I lined them in a baking sheet, cover them with tin foil, put them in the oven at 425 for, depends on the size of your butternut squash. You could do it anywhere from 25 to 45 minutes. Mine were more like 45 just because they're huge and dense. You want them to be soft enough. You don't want them to get dry, which is why you've got the tin foil on top. But you want them to be soft enough that you can make a soup out of them a little bit. So at this point, what you want to do is I've already put some of it. I've taken three of them apart, three of the halves apart, and put them in here with the garlic. Normally what you would do is you would take it out and put it in a blender with some of the liquid and blend it that way. I don't know if you're a spaz like me, but if you are, you have learned the hard way that putting hot stuff in a blender tends to make explosions. I have had pea soup on my ceiling. So the best thing I have learned is this little doohickey right here. It's called an immersion blender. It's got two pieces. I don't know, they're all a little bit different, but this is my Cuisinart. It's got two pieces. You can connect them here. You take it apart, easy peasy, so you can throw this right in the dishwasher. It's got a blade on the end, on the inside. You put it together, you plug it in, and then you just blend it right in the dish, which is so brilliant. And doesn't cause pea soup to get on your ceiling, or butternut squash soup in this example. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to scoop out. So what you want to do is you want to get it out of the skin and right into the pot. If you're using a blender, you don't have an immersion blender, you don't need one, but you're just going to, it's kind of a messy situation here, and that's okay. You know I'm a big fan of getting your hands dirty. Don't worry, they're clean. But you're not eating it, so the only people who got to worry are Jeannie and Des. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, look at Des holding the baby. Aw,
Baby.
So cute. Baby. This is great. We just can we just borrow your baby for the set, Janine?
Sure. Have my baby whenever you want.
So yes, you will recognize this is not my kitchen. I came to visit my friend Janine, and I know that soup is her favorite food. So when I was making all these soups, I decided I was going to finish this one here so that she could enjoy some clean, healthy soup. So I'm just taking these garlic cloves too and throwing them right in because they're already been roasted. So they're just going to blend up nice. And you know I'm Italian, so I think everything is better with garlic. And it is.
That's true.
If you try to argue with me on that, you're wrong. Alright, so, I mean, I was using a spoon, but really this is like, it's like making hamburgers, people. You just got to get your hands in there. Your hands are the best tools sometimes, and that's all that it is. That's it. You're just getting it out of the skin. You know, you can compost these or whatever, but I don't really do that. I throw it out. Okay, so that's it. So I'm just going to wash my hands real quick. So then, when you're blending this, you want to use, sorry, guys. When you're blending this, you only want to use a little bit of the broth. So I think this recipe comes with 2 full butternut squashes and 4 cups of broth. And you can adjust that if it's too thick or too thin or whatever. But what you want to do is you only want to put about a cup in as you blend it so that then when you add the rest in and stir it, it's not like all too blended all together. Like you want to be able to add some broth at the end. So you can have your choice. You can use vegetable broth or chicken broth. This recipe calls for vegetable broth because it's a vegetarian soup. I personally prefer chicken broth with everything. Always get the low sodium though because you can always add salt, which I love to do. And then you have control over not only how much salt, but what kind of salt you put in. Because you don't want the crappy salt that comes in everything, all the preservative salt that they put in everything. You want, you know, Himalayan sea salt or something that's better for you. So this is, always shake it because all the gross stuff ends at the bottom. So, you know, so this is 4 cups. 1 cup is about a quarter of it. You know, you just kind of, that seems about right. None of this is really all that exact. It's soup, people. This is why I don't cook desserts, because desserts, hot mess. Okay. So I don't have the heat on yet. I could, but it doesn't really matter. So now I'm just, you can get in here, I don't know if you can see. Just press this button, turns on the blade, which I'm not going to show you right now because there's guts in it. And you just press it down. And it going to blend the garlic and the squash and everything all together. Now the thing that you need to know about this is that this one is metal. I'm sure that they sell them not metal, like I'm sure they sell them in a plastic or ceramic or something outside. But just keep in mind that when you've got a metal one, if you've got like a pan that scratches, if you've got, you know, don't use Teflon coating, please God, please don't use it. You're gonna end up with cancer. Everything will give you cancer, but that for sure will. But if you've got a Teflon coating or anything that's gonna scratch, just don't run it along the bottom. You can just literally just lift it up and down as you're blending and it'll be fine. You could stir it and try again. If you've got a pan that's fine with scratching it, then go for it. Just don't do it with Teflon or a pan that is you're not supposed to run metal on. So that's basically it. So I'm going to put this together and then I will share pictures and the full recipe later on today. Let me know if you have any questions. Has anybody commented? Yeah? What are they saying?
Is it sweet potato or squash?
It is butternut squash. Who said that?
Kim.
Hi, Kim. It is butternut squash, which is good because sweet potato has to count as a carb and butternut squash counts as a vegetable, so it's like double awesome. I love using the squash technique because you get to use a vegetable and it tastes like a carb to me. So, anything else? Anybody else say anything? No?
Nope, you had hearts flying.
Oh, thanks for the hearts, everyone. I have my friend helping me so I can't see the likes and comments. So that's it. So I'll share the recipe and the full picture of what we created later on. Oh, so when this is all done, once I get through all this, it's just going to take time and be loud, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to add the rest of that container of broth. If it's not thick enough, or if it's too thick, I'm going to add more broth or more water. And then once it's done cooking, you serve it in a bowl with fresh cilantro and some Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. Swirl it around. You can add nuts if you like. And that's it. And then you got some really clean, easy, healthy fall time soup. So have a great day. Love you.